I wake before the alarm, as I usually do, not because I'm rested, but because the silence of this house is too sharp to sleep through. The marble floor is cool beneath my feet when I pad into the kitchen. The espresso machine hisses to life, filling the air with a sound I've come to associate with ritual more than comfort. I pour the coffee into a porcelain cup and watch the steam curl upward like smoke from something burning out. Outside, the garden looks immaculate, staged, almost artificial. The roses never dare lean too far. The pool catches the morning light exactly as the magazines promised it would when Victor insisted we buy this house. Our entire life feels like that photograph's waiting to happen, but rarely lived. On the kitchen island, a note rests where his voice should have been. Early board call. Don't wait up tonight. V. His handwriting is precise, rushed but never messy. He used to sign with a heart. Now it's just an initial, as if he's one of his own contracts. I sip my coffee and check my calendar. Dress fitting at 11, charity luncheon at 1, a call with the event planner at 4. And later, another dinner I'll host, though Victor will pretend he is the one extending the welcome. I had typed the last reminder myself weeks ago. Smile, 19, 0. It was supposed to be a joke, but now it feels more like an order. Victor is everywhere, even when he isn't home. My phone lights up with a news alert. Eleanor Group shares surge after securing European defense contract. I don't read the article. I know it will have his face, sharp jaw, practiced smile, the expression that says I win. Don't ask how. People call him visionary. Investors call him fearless. I sometimes call him mine, though I'm not sure what that means anymore. The house is large enough to echo. I walk past the art chosen by someone else, expensive abstractions with no story. When I pass Victor's study, I pause as I always do. I'm not forbidden to enter, not exactly, but the air around that door has the weight of a locked vault. That room is his, not ours. I keep walking. In our bedroom, I open the wardrobe. The dresses hang in obedient rows, sorted by season, by color, by function. I pick a gray sheath dress, safe and diplomatic. Looking in the mirror, I see someone, polished, presentable, but hollow at the edges. I practice a smile until it looks like it might fool a stranger. The driver is late, so I walk. 8 blocks through a city that feels manufactured for people like Victor. Glass towers, curated cafes, people with perfect hair pretending their dogs are children. The boutique is waiting, of course. The seamstress pins fabric against me, murmuring about hand-woven lace. The owner hovers, flattering without warmth. I nod, raise my arms, turn when they ask. I've learned how to disappear while everyone is looking at me. At lunch, I eat, standing at the kitchen island, yogurt, fruit, a drizzle of honey. The silence tastes heavier than the food. I take my laptop to the terrace and work through lists, guest names, dietary quirks, seating charts. I draft a speech for the charity chairwoman who always begs for just a touch of elegance in her remarks. I answer an email from a museum director hoping Victor will fund a new wing. My replies are polite, efficient, invisible. Victor doesn't need to know how often I hold the threads together. By mid-afternoon, a van arrives. Men in black polos carry flowers like surgical equipment. The event planner walks me through lighting choices, focal points, the choreography of arrival. I give the right responses, suggestions that sound like approvals. This is my domain, invisible control. When she leaves, the silence is even sharper, as though the house itself knows it's only a stage set. At 6:15, the garage door opens. My heart betrays me. It leaps, foolishly hopeful. He walks in, still speaking into his headset, his eyes elsewhere. He kisses my cheek without breaking stride and vanishes into the study. The door clicks shut. I stand in the kitchen, fingers pressing into the counter, reminding myself not to want more than he has to give. By 7:40, he emerges, tie loosened, that restless energy radiating off him. He notices me long enough to say, You look beautiful. Everything ready? Yes, I answer. Warm lights, soft piano, the right wine. The flowers have space. Everything is perfect. Everything staged. Guests arrive on time. The investor is genial, his wife tasteful. The journalist asks questions she won't print. Victor performs restraint, I perform charm. Together we are the perfect equation. I guide the conversation, smoothing over awkward pauses, keeping the air light. I touch his sleeve once when he veers too close to arrogance. He adjusts, not because he looked at me, but because he's trained to respond. We are choreography. When the guests leave, Victor pours himself scotch. You were good tonight, he says. In his language, that means I served my function. I smile as though it is praise. Later, I ask a question I don't plan. Do you ever miss it? When winning meant pizza on the floor, not contracts and speeches. He studies me like I've spoken in another language. We're not those people anymore, he says gently, and vanishes into the study again. The door doesn't latch this time. A sliver of light spills into the hallway. I pause. I shouldn't. I never do. But tonight, the door feels like a question. I step closer. The room smells of leather and electronics. His laptop glows, but it's the folder that catches me, a slim, unlabeled file left askew. Victor names everything. The absence is deliberate. I open it. Inside, contracts, initials, strange company names. A number repeats, odd and insistent. Attached emails speak of humanitarian corridors, off-book logistics, narrative risks. The words don't fit together, not in any language I trust. A chill climbs my spine, a sound, the faint thud of a door. He's finished. Coming back. I close the folder carefully, place it exactly as it was, smooth my dress with hands that won't stop trembling. When Victor appears, I am just a wife standing in the hall, smiling because my calendar tells me to. Bed? He asks. Weary now? Triumph folded away. In a minute, I reply. He disappears into the bedroom. The study light still spills across the floor, a pale rectangle cutting through the dark. For the first time, I see not just a door left open, but a crack in the glass wall of my life. And once glass cracks, it never truly heals.